Hi guys, it's Morgan from For the Love of Paper with a 12 by 12 process video for you today. This one is a photo of me and my son. He had got all our dining room chairs out and made a train, and I had to be the driver, and he was telling me all the different places that we were going on the train. It's actually a really old photo. I think he's only about 2 in that picture, and he's actually 3.5 now. So I found the photo in a pile of other stuff the other day and thought, oh, that's a good opportunity to scrap that. And I happen to have this paper collection, which is an old one from Stampin Up. I think it might have been from last year, and I'm not sure what it's called, I'm sorry. But yeah, I thought the yellow matched perfectly with the cardigan I was wearing, so I decided to use that. And then that paper there, it's a bit like newsprint or book pages. It's really quite thin, but I quite liked it and use it for some layering on this page. I do try to do it as the first layer initially. I do end up pulling that off and redoing it again later. So I've stuck it down there, but it doesn't actually stay. See, I've pulled it off, and then I put it on this red paper. It's quite a pretty red actually. I don't use a lot of red, but I really like that color, and it's got little cream colored flowers all over it. And so then I go back and put the newsprint paper back on as a second layer. And I did actually do it around the wrong way purposely. It just sort of looked better with the words going in the opposite direction. I'm not sure why, but you know, you go with the flow. And then this is the back of the yellow cardstock that I've used as my background, and it's just a whole bunch of little dots in those same colors, the red, yellow, blue and grey. And then I love this paper, all those little chevrons. So I just cut a few strips out and then added a couple to the bottom and one to the top of the photo, just to give a bit of interest and use it as some embellishments, which is always nice to kind of DIY your own. So we're just cutting those down to size. Oh, and now the helicopters decide to fly around. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. I apologize if you do. Every time I seem to film, something noisy happens outside. So I'm sorry, but I can't help it. And my son's asleep at the moment, so I'm making the most of this opportunity. And then these little chipboard letters. I've had them for ages. I've been hoarding them. I think they're from Freckled Fawn, and I've been holding on to them and waiting for the perfect opportunity to use them, and they just sort of fitted nicely with this layout. And then I was going through all my bits and bobs of embellishments and trying to find something that would fit on there. I think everything that's on there doesn't end up staying on there. I'm pretty sure I swapped all of those out by the end of the layout. Do you guys do that? Do you guys put things down and then go away and come back and go, no, I don't like any of that? In fact, that's what I'd done just there. I'd set everything up, walked away, came back, decided I didn't like it. So I'd taken a couple of the embellishments away and put some new ones in. And so that one says fun stuff with the little arrow that I've put at the bottom of the photo there. I think that was from one of the Heidi Swap ephemera packs. I'm not sure which collection. And then a little circle at the top. It says this was fun or awesome or something like that. And those fitted in there quite nicely. And I think now sticking everything down. Oh, look at that. I've fast forwarded through some of the sticking down, not all of it. I know how horrible it is to watch people just putting tape down onto paper. So I tried to fast forward through or delete as much as I could, but I must have forgotten those 2 little bits there. and then I'm having a struggle with it. I can't wait for that roll of tape to be finished. I think I mentioned it in another video. It's just terrible tape. Like, it's really sticky, don't get me wrong, but it's just so hard to peel the backing off it. So I want it done and finished down my life. So I deleted all the bits of me gluing down all the letters and those other couple of bits because I know no one wants to sit and watch me do that. So then I was just adding a couple of those Amy Tan word stickers to the page, and I try and get that resin piece back in there again, but it just doesn't fit, nor does that little button. I think it looks pretty good actually, a bit minimalistic. Then of course paint splatters, and I think I call it done from here. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.